everybody, and welcome back again to Let's Play Fallout New Vegas. We still have a few loose ends to tie up here in Freeside, but after that I wanna go to the strip, finally. After, well, almost 30 episodes, we might actually make it to the strip today or maybe in the next episode. Depends on how long it takes to finish the remaining quests, and it's basically two of them that I want to finish. Not this one, because I think this guy is actually on the strip. But this one, GI Blues, I need to investigate the NCR soldiers that have been in the area. And I have two different objectives how to do it. And I still need the sexbot, so that's going to be interesting.
Hello.
But yeah, I guess we are going to continue with that quest for the king. Now let me have a quick look on the map. And yeah, it's in the other part of town, which is over here, I believe. These streets all look the same to me. But yeah, it's over here.
Wanna get lucky?
And I guess I'm going to check out the optional objective first, which means I have to go back to the fort and talk to Julie again.
We're not even allowed to sell, people. Only at Mick and Ralph's.
Is this the lady that I collected debt from? I think it is. And now she's just running off. But yeah, let's head back into the old fort and let's talk to Julie again. And there she is.
Welcome.
Alright, let's see. The garage should be sending over supplies shortly. Right, I finalized that deal, I suppose.
I'm honestly pleasantly surprised they would help us out. But I can see the Garretts aren't doing this out of the goodness of their hearts. Well, it looks like you've earned yourself a discount on supplies now that we'll be fully covered. This supply deal will aid our work immensely.
Well, do I need any supplies?
Here is what we have available.
Let's have a look. Doctor's bag, purified water, Radex, Red Away, Stimpack, Super Stimpack. I don't think I really need any of that. I have 8 doctor's bags. I have a bunch of purified water too, yes. Radex, Red Away. A lots of Stimpaks. And a few super Stimpaks. Yeah, I don't think I really need anything. I would buy some fixes, but only to give it back to them, because I think they're still in need of more fixes. So whenever I find someone who's selling fixes, I need to remember to buy some of them. But yeah, I don't really need anything here. And can I talk to you? Yes, I can talk to you about the NCR soldiers.
Only a little. A friend of mine, Major Elizabeth Kieran, has been handing out supplies to the poor a little west of here. What about it?
Yeah, the king thinks those troops have been attacking locals.
I know something's got them riled up, but I've been too busy with other matters to really look into it. If you're looking into the matter, talk to Elizabeth. She's in charge of the operations here in Freeside, though she won't open up to you right away. If Elizabeth holds out on you, tell her that I sent you. She should be a little more forthcoming if you mention my name. Was there anything else you wanted to talk about?
No, I think you have been helpful enough. Talk to Major Elizabeth Kieran and mention Julie Farkas if she's reluctant to help. Okay, yeah, that's about it. So, we can leave now. Oh, followers of the apocalypse liked. Enough news of your good works has been passed around that people like you. Well, that's great. Let me have a look at my overall standing. I'm vilified with the Legion, no surprise there. Liked with the followers, accepted in Freeside, idolized in Goodsprings, accepted with the Great Khans for some reason. I guess it's because I negotiated that one deal with the NCR and they were allowed to leave. I still feel that I have done a lot more for the people of Freeside than for the Great Khans, so it's interesting that these are the same. I'm liked with the NCR, idolized in Novak, and shunned with the Powdergangers. And again, I feel that getting idolized in Novak or Good Springs was a lot easier. Basically, I just did 1 or 2 missions and that was enough to get this status. I've done a lot more for the NCR and I'm still only liked, but okay. Anyway, I guess that's all I need to do here at the moment. I mean, I will come back at some point and I will recruit one of your doctors, but not today. So, now, let's see. Where do I have to go? Well, I have different options. There's one quest marker, like on the other side of the fort. Maybe I want to check that out first. I'm not entirely sure if that's the optional part of the quest or this one. I guess I will find out. So, something over here, right? Is it that ghoul that we talked to last time? Well, probably not. It's probably this guy over here.
Hello.
A missionary.
You look like a person in need of a good meal. You wouldn't happen to be an NCR citizen, would you?
I sure am. No, I'm not. I really don't have time for this. I'm not exactly an NCR citizen, I suppose. But I've done a lot of good work for them, so I think that should suffice, right?
Now, it's not that I don't believe you, but I'm gonna have to give you a little quiz to verify your citizenship status. Is that okay with you?
I didn't realize that there's going to be a test. Sure, lay it on me.
That's a good attitude. I'm sure you'll do fine. These are just a few questions that just about anyone in the NCR would know.
Okay.
Alright, here we go. First question. Who was the most popular president in NCR history? Peterson, Tibbet, Kimball, or Tandy?
That seems to be a very subjective question. I mean, some people may like one president more than the other. And honestly, I have no idea. I feel that I've heard some of these names before, but I wouldn't know who's the most popular one. Well, it's a 25% chance that I get it right.
Uh-huh. Okay, second question. What was
no
the
idea if
original
this was
name of the
correct.
NCR capital? Aradesh, Shady Sands, the Boneyard?
Oh, I actually
or
know
Vault
that
13?
one. I know that one because I have been paying attention in... I'm not exactly sure who told me about it, but someone told me about it. It's Shady Sands.
Right. Fine then, last question. What animal is on the NCR's flag? A two-headed
Okay,
bear,
that one is
an
an easy
eagle, a two-headed
question.
snake, or a two-tailed lion?
It's a bear. I didn't realize that it's two-headed, to be honest, but it's certainly not any of the others, so it must be the bear.
Oh, I'm sorry. It looks like you've got some of your facts mixed up. I'm afraid I can't help you.
Okay, so I guess something was wrong. Now I'm pretty certain about question 2 and 3, but I'm guessing the first question wasn't correct. And I could bribe him with 10 caps, but I don't have the barter. Can I try again? Well, can I?
I'm not really supposed to administer the test more than once, but what the hell? You're the only new face I've seen today.
Okay.
Did you want to take it again right away?
I mean, I only have to get that one question about the president right, because I'm pretty sure the other two are correct. So, if I just take the quest enough times until I eliminated the right answer, I hope that's going to work.
Alright, here we go. First question. Who was the most popular president in NCR history? Peterson, Tibbet, Kimball, or Tandy?
Again, I feel this is a very subjective question. What if I just happen to like Patterson better? But okay, I'm guessing it's not Patterson. And I mean, I believe that Tandy is a name that at least I've heard before. That name rings a bell. I'm not sure if he was popular, but I'm pretty sure someone mentioned his name, so the other three might not even be the names of presidents for all I know. But, like I said, I think I have heard Tandy before, so I guess I'm going to pick this option next.
Uh-huh. Okay, second question. What was the original name of the NCR?
Yes, it's Shady Sands, I'm still
Right.
sure about
Fine,
that.
then last question.
And I'm still very sure about this one.
Good. You passed with
There we
flying
go.
colors. I told you it'd be fine. I expect you're wanting to know about that meal then, huh? We're located up by the old train station in the northwest part of town. Just tell the guards Hope and they'll let you through. Best of luck to you.
Okay. So he gave me some kind of password. Anyway, apparently that was the other objective, right? Investigate rumors of free food and water being handed out nightly in the northwest part of Freeside. Talk to Major Elizabeth Kieran and mention Judy Farkas if she's reluctant to help. Okay, where exactly do I have to go for this? Okay, apparently there's only one objective. So let's head over there and let's see what we can find out. But see, I know enough about the NCR that I almost can pass the citizenship test. And I'm still calling bullshit on that first question because that is too subjective for my taste. So I'm going in the right direction. Yep, I believe I know where it is. I remember seeing doors back then, but they were locked and I couldn't get inside. It's not the one over here. No, it's not. Of course, the question is, do I have to go there at night? Because apparently they're handing out the food at night times. I guess we will find out. Anything of interest in here? No. Well, look at that. We actually have people here. Again, I'm pretty sure they were not here before, so I guess they only spawn once you are doing the quest. Oh, but it's still locked.
Hold up. What's the password?
Okay. I happen to know the password. And as it turns out, I don't actually need the password because I can just get in with enough speech skill. So I took that test completely in vain, but I don't know. I guess I'm just going to use the proper word anyway.
Go ahead.
Okay. So can I enter now? Yes, it's no longer locked.
Here you go. I hope this helps.
Okay, so we have a bunch of squatters here. And are you Elizabeth? Yes, she is. Okay, let's start.
Welcome. There's food and water here for any citizen of the NCR. Please, have some.
Crunchy mud fruit added, purified water added. Oh, well, thank you, I guess. So are you with the NCR military?
Yes. I'm a major in the Supply Corps, which is where this food and water comes from.
Well, I guess thanks for the food. I don't really need it, but I appreciate the gesture, I suppose.
You're quite welcome. If you meet anyone who needs food or water in the area, please tell them about this place.
Okay, but I still
Yes?
need to talk to you.
Was there something else you needed?
Do you serve food to locals as well? Why don't you serve locals? Well, this basically answers this question. Apparently they do not serve locals.
That's not really a pleasant topic of conversation. Let's just say we have our reasons.
Well, can you tell me about these reasons? I'm sent here by Judy Farkas.
You know Julie? Not everyone in the NCR sees eye to eye with the followers, but they're okay in my book, mostly because of her. If you really want to know, we sent an envoy to the king, offering to coordinate the relief effort.
So, the king refused?
In a manner of speaking. Our envoy was brutally beaten and only barely survived. My superiors ordered the relief mission scrapped. I managed to get clearance to carry out the mission anyway, but with greatly reduced support. Now, there's not enough supplies to go around, even if I wanted to serve the rest of Freeside, which I don't. That's all in the past now. I should get back to work. Say hi to Julie for me.
Well, the king certainly neglected to tell me about that. That's interesting. I don't know. Is there anything else of interest here? But is there anything else of interest here? Just seeing a bunch of squatters and stuff that I can't really take. Grilled mantis. Maize.
Evening.
Pork and beans.
Hey.
And another room with more stuff that is not really mine for the taking. Okay, but I think we have what we came for. So what am I going to do with that information? Inform the king that the NCR previously sent an envoy to discuss distributing supplies to Freeside. Return to the king and inform him of the NCR supply drops. Okay, so one way or the other, I have to go back to the king. And I would like to ask him why he didn't tell me about this envoy that the NCR sent. Anyway, it's going to take a few minutes to go back to the king, so I'll bring you back once I have arrived. Alright, we're back at the School of Impersonation, so let's go and...
Hey there.
Oh,
I heard that NCR soldier lady told you some wild story about them sending a messenger to us to work out some deal.
uh-huh.
That's bullshit, and it's nothing to bother the king with. More like they sent someone to spy on us and he wasn't tough enough to last in Freeside. So do everyone a favor and keep your mouth shut about it, okay?
Well, that is very suspicious. What's my silence worth to you? I still think he should know about it. You're right, he shouldn't be bothered with rumors right now. No, I do think that he should know about it. And I have the feeling that you don't want him to know about it. Maybe you are the one who beat up the envoy, and you don't want your boss to learn about this.
That's a shame. Well, do what you want. Just don't expect it to matter.
Okay. Well, and now he's just running off. That is very suspicious. Alright, well, but I guess I'll tell the king one way or the other. So, let's talk.
You find out something about them soldier boys yet?
Indeed, indeed. The NCR is distributing supplies in a building down by the old train station. Still haven't found anything. Yeah, and they apparently sent an envoy. Can I tell you about that?
Handing out supplies? Like food and stuff? That ain't nothing to get ruffled over. You find anything else?
They're only handing out supplies to NCR citizens. They refuse to serve locals. They seemed fairly innocent. Yeah, apparently they're only handing it to NCR citizens.
Ah, that would explain the goons. They're here to keep people like my friends away from the food. That ain't something I support. No, sir.
They said someone was sent to discuss the issue with you. Yeah, right. They sent an envoy, but apparently he was beaten up when he arrived.
Wait a minute. They said what?
They said the man was severely beaten and barely survived. The man was attacked and driven off. He never arrived. That's basically one and the same thing. Just worded slightly different.
Huh. That would explain why they're all riled at us. Seems like we have a big misunderstanding. What the hell?
Oh, what just happened? This guy just spawned here.
King, we've got problems.
Lay it on me. What's going on?
There's a shootout going down near the train station. It's Pacer and some strangers.
Uh-oh.
Might be NCR.
What is that fool doing? I need you to head out there and try to defuse the situation. Tell them I'm willing to cooperate.
Okay. Well, apparently that's where Pacer ran off to, so he ran to the NCR people and is trying to kill them? So I guess he was involved in beating up the envoy for some reason. Head to the train station in Northwest Freeside and try to negotiate with the NCR. So I'm guessing that's basically where I found that NCR base or hideout. Let's have a look at the map to make sure. Yeah, it's in the other part of town, so let's use the door over here.
Head on down to the atomic wrangler.
And let's try to diffuse that situation. I mean, I have a good standing with the NCR, so I hope I can solve this little problem. Uh-oh, yep, I already hear gunshots. Should I get out my weapon? I mean, I see nobody who's actually hostile towards me, so... That's Pacer.
Why the hell are you here? I got this under control.
You don't look like you have this under control. I mean, your people are dead and you're just covering behind a little wall. So can I approach them? Oh, well, I guess I can sheath my weapon. I mean, they're not firing at me, evidently, so... Is there anyone who is responsible, who I can talk to? Oh, that's Elizabeth. Right, okay, let's talk to her.
This isn't really a good time. What did you want?
Can we resolve this situation peacefully? The king wants to help with a relief effort. I thought I'd save everyone some time and just kill you. That's not diffusing the situation. I mean, I guess it does once I have killed everyone, but that's not the way I want to end this.
Like he helped the envoy we sent? No thanks.
Yeah, that apparently wasn't him. He didn't even know an envoy was sent. Apparently it was that guy that you are just trying to kill.
Then he should watch his back. We know for a fact that the envoy made it to their headquarters. Still, if the king's willing to deal with us, perhaps we can work something out. I'll tell my men to stand down.
All right. I guess that worked out. Return to the king and let him know the situation with the NCR has been diffused. Okay, that was actually a lot easier than I expected.
Hey there. We hope to see you by the train station one of these nights.
Hello.
I am at the train station, I think. But yeah, apparently that was a missionary I just talked to. And yeah, look at that. He totally got a bunch of kings killed. And I guess I'm just going to pick up the loot they left behind. Including the outfits. Just in case I ever want to dress up like one of them. Let's take all of it. Also, Pacer is not dead, right? Apparently he was able to leave. Good for him. Oh, is that him? Pacer? You're still very scared, huh?
The king just sent a messenger over, saying these guys are off limits. He's probably already heard about what you did here. Looks like you get to be a hero. Enjoy it while it lasts.
I guess you still don't trust me. Or at least you don't really like me. Figures. But okay, I don't really care. I just want to finish this quest, gain a little bit more Freeside fame, and then I need to find a sexbot.
Come to the Silver Rush for all your
So,
energy weapon
let's
needs.
talk to the king again. And he may have more stuff for me to do, I suppose. Let's find out.
I heard all about what happened. Maybe it's time for a little more talking and a little less fighting.
I agree.
You've helped us plenty. So I'll tell you what. Just this once, name whatever you want. And if I can make it happen, it's done. Don't rush it,
Nice.
though. Toss it around in your head a little. You only get one favor from the king.
Okay, I got a favor from the king and I leveled up. That's nice too. So, as usual, I will put some points into speech. Should I increase my barter? I mean, barter seems to come up a lot, but very often I can use speech as an alternative. So I'm not sure if I really need it. I guess I can bring up the repair to 50 just to make it a nice round number. And the same for medicine. And I guess I could put some points into explosives because sometimes I use that grenade launcher kind of weapon. And I guess that would count as an explosive. Let's do it. Alright, so, can I talk to you again?
Things have been a lot better since you helped with those soldier boys. Thanks again. So, what can I do for you?
Let's see. This building is interesting. What do you know about it? Where did you get that robot dog? What can you tell me about Freeside? Tell me about the Kings. About Rex here. Can I join the Kings? About that favor you owe me. That's a lot of questions that I can ask. What can you tell me about Pacer? What are the important people in Freeside? I don't know. Let's maybe ask about that favor first.
Ask away.
I want to join the Kings. Can you get me into the strip? I could really use some money. I'd like to think about it. So these are my options. I can join the Kings. He can help me get into the strip, but I already have a passport, so that's kind of useless for me. And honestly, I'm not sure if I want to join the Kings. I mean, what kinds of benefits would I get for joining them? So I guess I will just take the money. It's kind of lame, but I mean, money is always useful, so guess that's what I'll do.
Caps are a little tight these days, but with our guards making more and those supplies coming in, I reckon I can spare some.
Oh wow, he actually gave me a lot. 1,000 caps. Nice.
What can the king do for you?
Anyway, he has a lot of questions that I can ask, so I guess we're going to do this. Yeah, tell me more about this building.
Near as I can tell, it was some sort of religious institution.
Indeed.
Oh, I know it says school out front, but everything in here seems to be related to the worship of some guy from back in the day. People used to come here to learn about him, to dress like him, move like him, to be him. If that's not worship, I don't know what is.
I guess it kinda is. Tell me more about him.
Not a whole lot to tell. There were only a few books left in here when we found it, and those were rotted away. There were some posters left that were pretty well preserved, which is how we know all this stuff was based on the same guy. The thing of it is, we don't even know what his name was. All the posters just referred to him as the King.
And that's where you got the name from.
Well, that and the giant sign outside. This place could have been the King's House of Dog Chow, and I still would have taken the name. But I like to think I keep the memory alive.
Well, that's very interesting. So what exactly was taught here?
As far as we can tell, the guy that built this place was considered the coolest of the cool, and taught other people how to be more like him. People would come all around to learn how to sing, dance, dress, and even speak the way he did.
And that's what you guys do. You just pretend to be this guy, the king.
Something like that, yeah. There were some working tapes here when we first got here, so we know what he sounded like. Sadly, they stopped working a few years back, so I sold them to a junk merchant who was passing through. Otherwise, I'd play some for you. All the outfits you see my guys wearing around were originally found in here too, along with more hair gel than you can shake a stick at.
Well, that's actually kind of fascinating. You know, if centuries from now some future civilization finds the remnants of our civilization, but it's like incomplete, they may come to some unusual and unexpected conclusions about, you know, our rituals and traditions. So that's actually kind of fascinating that they think that it's some kind of religious institution. I mean, I guess it is similar enough.
Sure thing. What'd you have in mind?
Let's see. Yeah, tell me about that robot dog.
I got Rex here from a salvager a few years ago. He was a little dinged up when I got him, but one of the followers fixed him right up.
Is there something wrong with him? He doesn't seem very happy. I guess he doesn't?
He goes through spells like this from time to time. The followers said his brain is going bad or something.
Okay. Well, maybe I can help.
I don't know. Maybe. If you found a way to help my poor Rex here, I'd be much obliged. Your best bet would be to talk to Julie Farkas over at the old Mormon fort north of here. Maybe you'll have better luck than I did.
Okay. I guess I can do that. Oh, well, that's actually a new quest. Nothing but a hound dog. Not sure if I will tackle this quest this time. I may save this one for later. So yeah, tell me more about Freeside.
Understand Freeside? You have to look back a few years. Originally, we were all just tribes making a living in this area. That all changed when Mr. House came around. He made an offer to the 3 biggest tribes that were willing to listen to him. Today, everyone calls those tribes the 3 families, and they live in luxury and run their own casinos in the Strip. The rest of us were left to fight over the crumbs. living in the shadow of those more fortunate. Things got pretty nasty for a while. But we wanted more. A place of our own. A place where no one could tell us what to do. And we didn't want to go elsewhere to find it. So we took control of this place and made it our own. That's really all Freeside is. The best of a bad situation.
Okay, so basically, this is a little, I don't know, counterculture opposed to Mr. House. And tell me more about the Kings.
We're different than other gangs. Not just because we dress better. We're not just a group of thugs looking for our next fight. The Kings are about an idea, you see. Where every man is free to follow his own path, do his own thing. Where every man is a king in his own right.
Well, I gotta admit, for a thug, you are actually quite reasonable. I've seen worse thugs before. Can I join the Kings? Well, I already passed up the favor where I could join them, so I probably can't just join them now. So why isn't every man in Freeside in your gang? Good question.
We've tried to pass our philosophy on to the people of Freeside, but not everyone is ready to be a king. The kids love us, but the old-timers tend to shy away and keep to themselves, and they probably couldn't pull off the look anyway. As for the others, some people just plain don't respect others, and that's a no-no. If there's one thing I won't tolerate, it's lack of respect.
Okay, fair enough. Nothing wrong with keeping membership in your gang a little bit more exclusive, right?
Sure thing. What'd you have in mind?
Let's see. Yeah, can you tell me more about Pacer?
Pace? He and I grew up together around here. We've been through a lot together. There's no man I'd rather have at my side in a pinch. Don't judge him too harshly for trying to get some caps out of you. He probably took you for a squatter, looking for a place to settle down. There have been a lot of people moving into the area lately, and it's got some people riled. Can't blame them myself. There's only so much to go around.
Alright, I mean, as long as he doesn't pull anything stupid again, I don't really have a problem with him. So, who's important in Freeside, except you, obviously?
There's me, but I don't really like talking about myself. There's Julie Farkas and the other followers down at the old Mormon fort. The Garrett twins up at the Wrangler deserve mention. Wouldn't be right not mentioning the Van Graffs, I suppose. And while they're not important in the overall scheme of things, there's Mick and Ralph, too. Just don't tell them I said that. Who all did you want to know about?
Well, I have learned a bit about all of them already, but I guess it doesn't hurt to ask again.
Julie represents the followers of the Apocalypse. They're a group that tries to help people out whenever they can, so we get along just fine. If you ever need to get patched up, one of their docs will have you right as rain in no time flat. They sell supplies, too, or used to. Heard they were having trouble bringing stuff in, or keeping up with the demand, or something lately. Did you want to know about anyone else?
Well, I have already dealt with that supply problem, so tell me about the Garrett twins. I think I mistook them for wife and husband, but apparently they're just siblings.
Them twins run the Atomic Wrangler, the only working casino here in Freeside. It's become pretty much the place to go around these parts. Give it a whirl when you've got some time. Now, was there anyone else you wanted to know about?
Tell me more about the Van Graffs.
They're a family-run business from out west that deal in weapons mostly. A word of caution, though, they're not a friendly bunch. Not at all. Their store is just past the Wrangler and sells all kinds of fancy weapons that most people around here can't afford.
I noticed.
Anyone else you wanted to know about?
Well, I suppose I can ask about Mick and Ralph, too.
Mick and Ralph sell all sorts of things at a small store over by the East Gate. They've done all right by us, and they'll do all right by you. You want to know about anyone else?
No, I think I'm about done, and it didn't really give me any new information, but I mean, it doesn't hurt to ask all the questions,
sure thing.
Right?
What'd you have in mind?
Let's see. Well, I guess it doesn't hurt to ask if I still can join, even though I passed up that favor.
Whoa there. Not just anyone can be a king. First of all, we usually only accept people native to the area. Second, I have to approve, and I don't. You haven't shown me you've got what it takes to be a king yet. But if you're fixing to join something fierce, stick around. And if you play your cards right, things might change.
Okay, so I can't.
Sure thing. What'd you have in mind?
No, I think I'm done with all the questions.
All right. I'll see you later.
And yeah, apparently, there is a quest about the robo-dog, but that one will have to wait. Because now I'm looking for a different kind of robot. Specifically, I need a sexbot. So, apparently I need to go to the other part of town again. So
Come to the Silver Rush for all your energy weapon
see where we
needs.
can find that sexbot. Also, at some point I have to go back to Mick and Ralph and collect that holotape. I think I had to wait for like a day, so it might be ready now. But before I do that, let's find that... Oh, where the hell is that? That's not even in explored territories. But, I mean, it must be in this part of town, or the quest marker would point to the door. So I guess there's some areas over here that I haven't been to yet. Okay, sure, let's see how we can reach them. I mean, this over here looks like a dead end, but maybe it isn't. Yeah, I don't know. Apparently there's more to this map than I thought. Oh, okay, I guess I can actually go through here. I totally didn't see this. Yeah, look at this. Whole new area. Well, since we're here now, may as well look around a bit. Well, I'm not really seeing anything of interest. And our quest marker is somewhere over here? Yep. Is it this door? Door to Cerulean Robotics. Okay, this is it. Now, Mick and Ralph, I think it was Ralph, told me that there's vermin inside, so we need to prepare for some killing. But honestly, I don't think I need my hunting rifle for that, so I'm just going to use my little gun here. And yeah, let's check this out. Okay, yep, I can see some enemies on my compass. Let's see. Well, that's a giant rat. But as I suspected, they're not difficult to kill, so this gun should work just as well. There we go. Edie's finally going into attack mode as well. Oh, well. I totally didn't see that one. Thank you. Oh, well, we have a few more in here. So apparently 2 shots should be enough to kill any rat. And if you're lucky, you can get them in 1. You get a critical attack. Alright, I mean, this is all simple enough. Whoa! This one totally jumped me. But again, not really a danger. Okay, and this is just back into the same area. Now, I guess I've killed all the vermin. Now the question is, what exactly am I looking for here? I may want to take some of these sensor modules because they actually have a decent value, so that's some stuff I might be able to sell. And we have a lot of scrap metal. Another protectron. I'll take the energy cells, I suppose. That's another sensor module. I'll take it. A workbench. Well, are we sure we're going to find a sexbot in here? I mean, this is not exactly a place where I would expect to find one. But we do have an interface here, and I should have enough science to use it, right? Okay, it's another one of these unscramble things, and we have some pretty long words. I don't know. Well, the first word is actually the correct one. Well, that's lucky. Okay, so what can I do here? So, Cerulean Robotics, fully integrated security technology officer. Data entry terminal, run diagnostic routine, upload programming routine. Diagnostic? All systems nominal. Okay, what if I upload a programming routine? This is probably where I need the hollow disk, huh? Science, program sexbot routine. So can I just program it? I mean, I have science apparently, so routine accepted. Okay. And that's it? That's all I have to do? Oh boy, here we go. Fisto? It's called
Fully integrated security technotronic officer, active and reporting for duty.
That's a mouthful. Let's shorten that to Fisto. I guess that's what I'm going to do.
Yes, ma'am. Fisto reporting for duty. Please assume the position.
No, it's not me who wants your services. I suppose I should test you out before I hand you to the Garretts. I don't know. It doesn't even look like anything that I want to get close to. This is just a normal robot. How is this supposed to work? I don't even want to know. Thank you. I'll pass.
I am programmed for your pleasure. Please assume the position.
Oh, that's very great, but I'm not interested. My pleasure is for you to work at the Atomic Wrangler. Right, that's what I want you to do. I'm not going to test you.
Fisto will report to the Atomic Wrangler for further orders.
Okay. Report to the Atomic Wrangler. James Garrett is your new owner. Right.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Apparently that's it. So, I don't actually need that hollow disk. Presumably because I had enough science to just program the sexbot myself. Well, who would have thunk that? That my science skill will come in handy in programming a sexbot. That's not what I studied for, to be honest, but I guess it works too. Anyway, is there anything in here that I want to take with me? I guess I'll take the bottle cap, even if it's just one. But the rest of this place doesn't really seem all that interesting. I don't know. I guess there's enough time for me to return to the Atomic Wrangler and hopefully we can finish the quest by just talking to James again. So it's going to take a few minutes for me to return. I'll bring you back once I'm done. Alright, here we are, back at the Atomic Wrangler. Let's see if Fisto's already here. Probably not, because I actually overtook him on my way here. So he probably needs a while longer to arrive. But I guess we can already tell James that we found one.
Hey, chum. Welcome back.
Yes, I found a sex bot for you. I mean, it's not the most sexiest bot I've ever seen, but there you go.
You did? Ha, damn! I've been looking for one of those for years. For my customers.
Of course.
I mean, I'm not into that kind of shit.
Right. And there's no shame in that. Whatever gets you going. I don't judge. Not much, anyway. So, what can I do here? First, I'd like to discuss payment. This wasn't a cakewalk. Yeah, sure, let's try to get more money out of it.
Hey, I'm amazed you even found the thing in the first place. Here is double for your trouble. Those freaky fetishists ought to be satisfied now.
I hope so. Fisto is already programmed to respond to your commands. Indeed, I did my best to program him myself just for you.
It is? It will? My God, imagine the possibilities. It didn't happen to come with an owner's manual, did it? Ah, forget it. Trial and error should do it.
Well, have fun. I hope you will be satisfied.
See ya.
Okay, I don't believe it. We actually
Hello.
finished that prostitute quest. That is nice. And I mean, I did get like a new quest from the king about the robo-dog, but like I said, I think I will leave this for later. And instead, in the next episode, we will finally enter the strip. After our long journey, we will have arrived at the heart of New Vegas. So I hope you're looking forward to that. And until then, as usual, thank you for watching and see you again next time.